Australia's border closures have been hard on us all, and that's especially true for migrants. We usually add more than 200,000 people a year to the population through migration. Last financial year, for the first time since the Second World War, net migration went backwards. It's only forecast to turn around next year. In the first of a series of stories about how Australia moves forward after COVID, Norman Hermont looks at how closed borders have impacted immigrants who've built their lives here.
The wounds are still raw for Ganandra Niker in Sydney's west. Last December, his father died in Fiji. By the time an exemption to leave Australia was approved, he had missed the funeral.
I couldn't be there to support him. I couldn't be there for his funeral. I couldn't be there to clean up his affairs. Yeah.
Now the longtime permanent resident is trying to get to Fiji to support his 86-year-old mother. He's stranded after being knocked back twice, but is booked for December, hoping the international border does in fact reopen.
It's a one-way ticket. I mean, Australia doesn't hold any attraction for me right now. I'd rather be with my mother.
Border closures have had a huge impact on lives and on businesses that rely on migration. Since the pandemic began, an estimated 500,000 temporary migrants, many of them skilled, have left Australia.
There's a lot that's actually already given up and have packed up and returned home, which is unfortunate because obviously we have that skill shortage.
The Department of Home Affairs said it's considering a number of proposals to address labor market needs. It says priority will include migrants who drive economic growth, and a global talent pathway has been established for highly talented individuals. For many migrants, the pandemic has changed how it feels to be here. In Melbourne's outer suburbs, Sylvia Velez has built her life in Australia more than 3 decades after leaving her family in Colombia.
The distance, I think, is something that I took for granted being manageable, and now I don't think it's so manageable. It feels a lot scarier, I guess, the distance.
Not so long ago, lives in Australia could easily connect to the world. Not now. Norman Hermont, ABC News.